Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my stream. I'm D'Artagnan. You can call me D'Artagnan, you can call me Dart, DV, or Adam, whatever you prefer. Just don't call me late for dinner. I think I've been. I think my father-in-law is rubbing off on me too much. All right. Well, I'm gonna be trying to push it for a couple hours today. Got some cool music lined up for you, including some neat projects coming up in about the 50 to 55-minute mark. I'm going to play something special that I've pre-prepared for all of you. I had a lot of fun doing it too. It will be live, but there's going to be some backtracks to go with it. And then I'll probably be doing some more multi-track stuff as we go. I'll start with Kay Charist. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to D'Artagnan Violins channel. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm gonna start with some of my traditional, your regular classics that I like to play, and then I'll be doing some sight reading, some experimenting with multi-track stuff, and then I'll show you my special project that I prepared, and then we'll break, and then we'll be back for another hour of music. And do stick around after the stream is over, because I'm going to be rating another violinist stream. That violin chick, she's absolutely amazing. I met her a few months ago playing video games. She's both a violinist and a gamer, and she does some incredible stuff with this crazy blue electric violin that she's got. And she's just a wonderful, warm, and bubbly person. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get started with some nice, light, easy listening. Do enjoy, and yeah, feel free to drop into the chat with each other, say hi, have some fun. That was the Minuet in G by Beethoven. That's always been one of my favorites. I remember a time when Itzhak Perlman, one of our great notable violinists in the world, played that on Sesame Street with one of the Muppets. It was cute. It was awesome. A big welcome to a bunch of viewers that just dropped in. I'm D'Artagnan. Welcome here. Got some good stuff lined up for you tonight, including some regular good old classics, some sight reading, and some multi-track adventures. All right. Beethoven's classical. Let's jump back to the. You know what? I should probably not say this until I know for sure. I've got to double check what era Boccherini is from. I think he's Baroque. Anyway, this is a classic that most of you will recognize. It's found its way into pop culture, or it found its way into pop culture a long time ago. Thanks for the follow, Mom Angela. If there was absolutely any doubt in anybody's mind, yes, that is my mom. Awesome. All right. I'm going to play a little bit of Bach right now, I think, and then I might dig into the fiddle tunes for a little bit. All right. And that was the Gavotte in G minor by Johann Sebastian Bach. All right. I'm going to dive into some fiddle. I'll play a couple of my favorites from my home province. Let's see. This one is called the Kemney Kids Jig. It's by Gordy Carnahan. Some of these are really short and cute. Many of you might recognize this one. Hey, Spats. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, fiddle's fun. I didn't do much of it growing up. A little bit. But I definitely have fun dabbling from time to time. And stick around because I'm going to be doing some multi-tracking experiments with some fiddle live in a little bit. Um, So you'll see other violinists and other musicians on Twitch doing loops. Some of them have loop pedals or they use software. I don't have that kind of stuff. Loops tend to be pretty short. I do multi-track stuff where I'll record an entire part and then I will play it back and play the other parts for it. Can we hear some rock or pop? Oh, I don't have much prepared in the way of that for today, unfortunately. I do have some stuff in my collection that I have to dig out again. I'm hoping actually by next week that I'll have something from Metallica prepped again. I have an arrangement of Nothing Else Matters for string quartet, and I might pre-record some of the parts so that I can kind of do some like chamber music, you know. So yeah, I will be like I've done a lot of rock, yeah, and Charis Tier knows because her son comes to my studio for lessons, that I do play rock with the John Cameron Changing Lives Orchestra. But those arrangements are for a 60-piece orchestra. I can't spin those down very quickly or easily, but I can dig out the Metallica. And so I will do my very best to make sure that that is ready for next Sunday. It's a lot of fun. Yep. Yep. It is. It all went back to my university days. Brandon University. My friend Nate, an incredible cellist, just amazing. Him and his buddy, well, my buddy too, Alex. They were two of the most amazing cellists at the school, and they loved their rock. You know, and Nate actually, he was really good with music theory too, and he had just an amazing ear, and so he was able to listen to Metallica, and he was able to listen to Apocalyptica, which is a professional group of cellists that does metal, and just write down all the parts. You know, he didn't need to go searching for printed sheet music because he would just listen to it, and he would make his own sheet music. And so one time I saw him and a bunch of other cellists play some Metallica in a concert, which was just amazing. And then he was gracious enough to give me his arrangement of Nothing Else Matters because a few months later, I was asked to hire a string quartet for this wedding. and the bride wanted Nothing Else Matters when she came down the aisle. And so I listened to it and I was like, yeah, actually, because it's kind of a slower piece, and I'm like, this is kind of nice actually. But the thing that struck me about it though too was that the piece was 7 minutes long. And there was no convenient place to just like end it once the bridal party got to the front of the church. And so I warned her about this on the phone when I was doing my consult with her. And she said, "Oh, no, that's fine. I want to hear the whole thing. The congregation can wait." So we did. We played the whole thing, and she was just happy as can be, which is great because, it's her day. So we had a lot of fun with that. And that was the day of weddings, because that was our first wedding in the morning, and then we had another wedding out of town in the afternoon, and we were just running around like crazy, playing and having fun, and helping people forward on their special day. All right, so yes, next weekend for sure, Carrie, I will get some Metallica going. I am going to play the Raspberry Hill Jig next. All right. Let's see. Maybe I'll do some sight reading. I live learn. That's something else that a lot of Twitch musicians like to do too. They'll sight read, or they'll do live learns online. It's part of their requests. I don't really have my requests line just set up just quite yet, just because I'm kind of new at this and I don't have my repertoire list posted. But eventually I'll get there, and then people will be able to make requests too. In general, though, you could try to request if you want. Like Carrie tried to request rock. I didn't have it ready for today, but if you make a request for a genre or something. Then I can do my best to try to accommodate. But as I get more experience with this, there will definitely be more stuff that people can request. We can interact a little bit more. So there we go. Let's see. I've never played this one before. This is Juanita's Jig. It's another one by Gordy Carnahan. Gypsy Jazz. Ooh, yeah, you know what? I'll pull that out next. I'm going to sight read this fiddle tune, and then I will dig into my Gypsy Jazz book and do some reading out of that one, too. That's a cute little one. It's kind of nice too. All these pieces in this book by Gordy have a chord chart with them. And so that'll be something I explore with multi-tracking later on. I play the melody and then add some kind of bass line to it. All right, where did my Gypsy Jazz book go? Here we are. Oh, let's see. Some of these have a cool piano part with them, but I can't play the piano to save my life. So some of them might sound a little thin without it. Well, let's see. Shalian Cows, a Scottish traditional. Let's see. Let's see if I can figure this one out. I've never played it before. it's really interesting. Like there's some really cool stuff from different European cultures in this book. I don't know if some of it or if all of it really qualifies as jazz, but yeah, yeah, that was a Scottish traditional. I guess it was a cowherd's love song, uh, whatever that means. I would have thought cowherder, but it specifically says cowherd's love song. I have no idea. Here's a Greek traditional one. It's called this is called Kalamitianos. I'm not sure actually if that's what this piece is really called. That Kalamitiano is a type of Greek dance which I used to know how to do. My mom's not going to be happy with me right now because I forgot how to do the footwork. Um, I really got to get back into some Greek dancing at some point. I can play some of the music though. Let's go through. Let's see how this one works. Interesting time signature. Yeah, that one was in seven. Fairly unusual, but you'll find that fairly common actually in some other cultures where they do stuff in five or seven. Or sometimes even nine. But if you watch Greek dancers doing Kelamitiano, to a lot of the music will be in like one of those time signatures, and you'll see the way they step forward and back with that, and how it actually lines up. It's really kind of neat. So maybe if I play some more Greek music, the footwork will come back to me. All right. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff in this book I haven't played. I'll try to do some more sight reading here. Actually, no, I have played this one. A Carillon's Farewell. It's by Turlock Carillon. We have a friend named Turlock. So I guess this is Irish. Carillon sounds Irish. That was kind of neat. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna kind of slip back into some Baroque music here. And ooh, I played this one a little while ago, or in one of my early streams last week. I can't remember which one. So pretty. Oh, thanks, Bats. Yeah, I kind of like that one. It's a neat one to play. I'm not 100% sure if I'm playing it like correctly in terms of style. My experience with Irish music is somewhat limited. I need to do some more listening to that. A few years ago, I played a fiddle tune that Natalie McMaster had arranged, and which reminds me, I need to find the printed music for that because that's something else I could add. Um, but that one, I I did have some coaching on, so I know I can play that one properly. I'll have to see if I can, you know, transfer some of that into the other Irish music that I'm experimenting with. Ask Turlock. Yeah, he would probably be a good person to ask. He's a proud Irishman. All right, here's the jig from the E minor partita by Bach. to perform. Alrighty. Let's lighten it up a little bit again. How about back to some sight reading? Let's see. Back to some fiddle tunes, I think. I'm just kind of picking at random here. Ooh, this one's in 2 parts. Let's see. The Meadowlark Waltz. Okay, so this is one of those times in the stream where I might do some experimenting. This could be interesting. I'm going to try to play this. I'm going to see how easy it is to sight read this thing. It's a waltz, so it's probably not too terribly fast. I'm going to give the first little bit a try, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up another piece of software that I've got, and I'm going to try to pre-record it in front of all of you, and then try to play the duet part along with it, well, along with myself. I am probably going to do more of that as time goes on. And like I mentioned to some of you at the beginning of the stream, if you're just joining us, I've got a special thing planned for just before the break, probably in about another 10 minutes, actually. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to play this special project for you. I pre-recorded an entire Telemann 4 violin concerto, all the parts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the computer play violins 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to play live first violin. And so I'll basically be doing chamber music with myself live on stream. So that's coming up in about 10 minutes. But before we do that, let's have a little bit of fun experimenting with this technology. I'm going to sight read this Meadowlark Waltz, and then we'll try to loop it with the multi-track software. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, Okay, it's doable. It's doable. Okay, I'm just gonna move my streaming software over to the other monitor here. Fire up Audacity. Audacity is a open source recording program that I use. It's nothing fancy or special. It's a very basic recording apparatus, but it's great for doing multi-tracking. It just works really, really well. So I'm going to get Audacity to record that part. And then I'm going to try to play the duet along with it. All right, so let's hit the record button. Okay, it looks like Audacity captured that. Let me just double check. And I gotta make sure my desktop audio is on so that you guys can hear it. Yep. Okay, cool. Now let's see if I can play the duet along with it. All right, here we go. That was fun. Did that come through okay? How is it in the chat there? Again. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you know what? That was a short one. I'll play it one more time, and then I'm gonna do another one. One of my favorites that I have played a lot. I'll do the same thing. I'll pre-record the first violin part, and then I'll play the duet. But let's play this one more time. I love it. It worked really well. Haha, yeah. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Okay, I'm going to actually save that because I can use that again definitely later. That was the Meadowlark Waltz. Well, Meadowlark Waltz. I swear I can type. First violin part. Cool. Okay, I'm going to close that project and start a new one. Okay, I'm going to play the Tiger Hills two-step next. That has always been one of my favorites. And yeah, this is another one by Gordy Carnahan. The Tiger Hills. He's got cool little blurbs at the bottom of a lot of these fiddle tunes. This one says the Tiger Hills are about 50 miles southeast of Brandon. He had a lot of inspiration for creating different fiddle tunes from different things. The Kemney Kids Jig was the first piece he ever wrote. He was born in Kemney, Manitoba, which is about 10 minutes outside of Brandon, and then spent most of his life and the formative years of his career in Brandon. He passed away a while ago. I can't remember exactly when. It's been, I think, at least 20 years since he passed away. His wife is still kicking around, though, doing all kinds of cool things. Well, not right now because of the pandemic, but she still accompanies at the fiddle contests when they're running and stuff like that, and it's just really cool. So all right, here we go. Tiger Hills two-step. I just got to get Audacity to record this, and then we'll play the duet part. All right, duet time. That was fun. All right, I gotta save that one too because I can definitely use that one again. All right, Tiger Hills two-step, first violin. Sweet. It's not too difficult to multi-track on audio. It's a little bit trickier when you're trying to do video if you don't have the right software. I was trying to multi-track some videos the other day with OBS, and it just wasn't working out. The Telemann Violin Concerto that I'm going to play for you in a few minutes I wanted to have like four of me on, like four images of me on the screen, but it just wasn't lining up properly. But I have downloaded some video editing software that I'm going to experiment with over the next couple weeks, so that I can do some of these recorded projects for my YouTube channel. Which, yes, by the way, check out my YouTube channel as well. I haven't told Nightbot to put the link in the chat yet. I have to adjust Nightbot so that he does that. But the link to my YouTube channel is on my Twitch page. There's not a whole lot on that channel yet. Just a couple of videos that I recorded for church last week. But I'm going to be having more content up on my YouTube channel as well. Stuff like these multi-track projects, things that I'm having fun with, educational videos as well, because I teach mostly. And so I'll be posting some instructional videos here and there and stuff like that. And my Twitch archive too, like all the archives of all my streams from this point onwards will be posted to YouTube at least a day or two after my live streams. Twitch will archive the recordings as well for 14 days, I believe, but I will transfer them to YouTube so that they are accessible permanently. So yeah, check out, look at my Twitch page to find the YouTube link. And before my next stream, I will adjust Nightbot so that he is giving you the links in the chat as well. Nightbot is a popular chat bot used by a lot of streamers, and me and some of my streaming friends have decided that he's evil, but you know, he does a good job. So, you know, I guess lawful evil is that what it would be? Okay, I'm going to play one more short unaccompanied piece before I dive into this bit of chamber music that I've got planned for you. So enjoy this short piece by Robert Schumann. Kind of like a fiddle tune, but it's not really. It was written in the 19th century, so I don't know if that classifies as fiddle music. Okay, so this is the moment. If you're just joining us, welcome. I'm D'Artagnan. You can call me Adam or Dart or DV. If you're just joining us, this is the moment that I've been kind of plugging throughout the stream. I'm going to be doing some chamber music right now with myself, and we'll see how this goes. I did rehearse this beforehand, but, you know, sometimes crazy things happen. So there it is. There's the file that I'm looking for. Okay. So this is the by Telemann. It is a concerto for 4 violins. I'll be playing the first violin part live. The second, third, and fourth violin part are played also by myself, pre-recorded. This is the second concerto in D major, one of my favorites, an absolutely beautiful piece of music. So we'll just see. I just have to adjust my window here so that I can see all the parts on the screen. I was talking to my wife earlier about this, and I was saying, you know, it's really interesting trying to do chamber music yourself, because the listening really isn't any different. I still have to listen the same way to the other parts. But the visuals are different because I'm not playing live with other people. I'm playing with myself on a computer. So it's really neat. I have to, instead of watching other players, I'm watching the waveforms go by and the click track. So yeah. Alrighty. One miss. All right. I just have to open up my part here. Where did it go? There we go. Okay, so here we are. Concerto for Four Violins, number 2 in D major, by George Philipp Telemann. was fun. I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out, actually. Alrighty, cool. So there it was. I'm going to be doing lots of that kind of thing. Actually, let me just move my window over here so I'm not constantly looking away from the camera. There we go. I'm going to be doing lots more of that kind of thing because I love chamber music, and right now during the pandemic, you really can't play chamber music, and even during normal life, it's hard to get a good chamber music group together. But also as a content creator online, you have to be so careful now with copyrights and things like that. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of multi-tracking. I might try to create some of my own music, my own loops and stuff like that. I'm going to record a lot of this old music that's all in public domain. Oh, thanks, Spats. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Telemann concertos. There's more. I'm going to be recording all of them at some point, and playing them live on stream. And hopefully, if I get this multi-tracked video stuff figured out, then I will. Try to post that to my YouTube channel, and I'll create a better recording of all the Telemanns with like 4 of me on the screen. But for now, what I'm going to do is like this recording, this stream is going to get archived to YouTube, but also clip that part out. I'm going to clip that out as a highlight because that was fun. That turned out really, really well. So I'm going to take maybe five-ish minutes to just take a break here. I'm going to grab a drink and maybe a snack, and I will be back in a few minutes for our next hour of music. Stick around because I'm going to be doing some more fun stuff, sight reading fiddle tunes, multi-tracking stuff. I'm just having way too much fun with it right now, and I'm hoping you're all enjoying it. So stick around, and then don't forget, if you're just joining us, not only that you've got another hour of music with me, but stick around after that because I'm going to be rating that violin chick. And she is absolutely fantastic. I know some of you were looking for some rock. She does pop and rock stuff on this really gnarly looking blue electric violin. So do stick around after my stream is over because I'm automatically going to dump my audience into her channel. So yeah, I will see you all in about five or 6 minutes. All right, all right. Welcome back, everybody. D'Artagnan here. You can call me Adam. You can call me Dart. You can call me D'Artagnan or DV, whatever floats your boat. And here we are for the second half of the stream. We've been having fun so far. If you're just joining us, we've been having a lot of fun so far. The chat's been fun. Playing this multi-track stuff that I've been experimenting with has been a lot of fun. Hey, to the Gish family, thanks for the follow. I saw your follow come in during the intermission. Awesome. And if you're watching right now and you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button. Help me become an affiliate. I need like 50 followers to become an affiliate. So if you like what you see, hit that follow button and say hi in the chat. Get that chat window buzzing. That's a big help too. All right, I'm going to start the second part here with something familiar that I like to play. Actually, I mentioned earlier today the first piece of unaccompanied Bach that I ever played, which is a Gavotte. My Suzuki students know it from Book 5. It's the first piece in Book 5. And the Gish family, if you're still in here, I know that one of you just finished learning this one. Did a really amazing job with it too. All right, so here we go. Gavotte by Johann Sebastian Bach. Yeah, that's been a favorite of mine too. I guess I've got lots of favorites. There's lots of music that's just wonderful to play. I have a funny story about this piece, though, too. I was teaching it a few years ago when I still taught in Manitoba, and one of my students was working on it, and we decided that she was going to play it in the festival, in the competition, and it was fun that year because not only was I out teaching, but I was also still in school. I was doing my master's degree, so I was also competing in the festival. Obviously, not against my own students, but different categories, right? And so early in the day, my students would compete in their categories, and so I was there in the audience watching. And my student plays this piece that I just played, and does an absolutely beautiful job. She starts it; it's just amazing. When she gets to the second gavotte, though, she must have been quite nervous because she like doubled the tempo and just like took off. And I was like, "Oh no, oh no!" But she maintained control of it. I was like, oh wow, like I was just like sweating, and I think her dad was sitting next to me too, and I think he was just like, oh no, what's going on? And but she maintained control of it, and then when she got back to the first gavotte and returned to the original tempo, we all just kind of relaxed a little bit. After it was done, she had to wait for the adjudication, and this adjudicator was an amazing and just a soft-hearted, wonderful guy. And I actually had a lot of fun watching all of his adjudications, and I appreciated his feedback for me during my categories as well. And what he said to my student was, he started giving her all the things that he really really liked about the first part of the piece, and then the second part, he's like, um, maybe not a stylistic choice I would have made, but I can't really, criticize you for it or call you out for it because Bach's dead. And we all just started laughing. Like she was so nervous. And then as soon as he said that, as soon as he started making jokes, she just relaxed. Her dad started killing himself laughing. And of course, I was just like killing myself laughing too. And I just am so grateful for that experience because it really gave my student a good experience. So, hey Adam, can you play Vivaldi A minor? Oh, hey Leo and Sai, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think I could do that. Oh, let's see. Which one? First, second, or third movement? I'm assuming you probably want the first movement. I could play all the movements. The only issue with playing concertos right now by myself is the fact that I don't have piano accompaniment. So I'll be playing this a cappella. But it's Vivaldi. I mean, it sounds wonderful anyway. Okay, so here we go. The Vivaldi Violin Concerto A minor, first movement. And you know what? I might just go through and play all the movements. Let's see. Whoops. Busted. I think yeah. Busted on that page turn, eh? Hey, guys? It's a concerto. I really should have that memorized. Um, but sometimes that happens. Actually, you know what? I probably could have played through that page without the music, but I was being a little overly cautious. Uh, this being the one of my few streams that I've done so far. So but yes, proper form for a concerto usually is to play it memorized. What I'm hoping to do actually, as I record more material, is try to like I say, doing this multi-track stuff, which is so much fun. Recording some of the accompaniment tracks for these concertos, so that I can fill out the other parts as I'm going, and doing that for these concertos, some of these short ones. Of course, those Telemann violin concertos are easy enough because it's all just violins. But yeah, getting some of the orchestral parts recorded for these Baroque concertos, because it's mostly string orchestra. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with the harpsichord. I might just have to do that computer generated. And then if I decide I'm going to record bigger concertos, I'll have to probably do more computer generated work with that. One of the concertos that's on my bucket list that I haven't learned yet is the Tchaikovsky violin concerto. But that's going to be a big, big project. It's probably going to take me at least 2 years to learn and master that concerto. And if I decide that I'm going to do the other parts computer generated or pre-recorded, it's probably going to take me another few months or another year or two to get that done, if I intend on playing it on my own. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got some other ideas in the meantime. I thought about tackling some of the virtuosic repertoire, maybe learning in one or two of the Paganini Caprices or La Ronde Le Temps by Bazzini, because I absolutely love that piece. It's just fantastic. It's probably going to take me a bit to learn that one, though, too, because I'm not a virtuoso. I can do it. It's just going to take me a while. So we'll see when I can get that done. But I like doing the fiddle stuff, and I like doing the rock stuff, so I'm probably going to focus on that first, just to be fair. All right, here's the second movement of the Vivaldi A minor concerto. And for my students in chat who are like, what, second movement? Don't worry, when you get to book 5, you'll do the second movement of this concerto. In book 4, they have the first movement and the third movement, and then you fill in the rest of the concerto when you get to book 5. And one of my students just finished working on this movement. That one's beautiful. Okay, let's tackle this last movement. And sorry, guys, it's not quite memorized. I'm going to turn the page here as quick as I can. This is a tricky one, though. Here we go. And there we go, the entire Vivaldi A minor concerto. Okie dokie. And that gave me a really good idea because in books 4 and 5, there's also the Bach double violin concerto. I'm not going to play that today because it needs 2 violins and, well, a piano accompaniment. But it stands pretty well on its own, even if you just have the 2 violin parts. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably record one of the violin parts and then play the duet on another stream. Gossip Gavotte, you played this for your great grandparents when you were about 6. Yes, and that is a wonderful piece of music, actually. And I've seen some really advanced violinists actually do some pretty cool stuff with it. So here we go, Gavotte by Gossek. You can have a lot of fun with that one. Leo and say, yeah, you're welcome, guys. I love playing all these pieces. Like it's just good music. Sometimes people give the Suzuki repertoire a bad rap. But it's just Baroque music. It's Baroque, well, classical stuff too, and there's just a lot of amazing music in there, and some of it's really tough. Some of the pieces in Book 8 and Book 7 and 8, even I still sometimes struggle with. I just need to practice them a little bit more, I'm sure. But yeah, more fast fiddle. Actually, you know what? That's what I was going to do next. Yeah, Leo and Sai, I'm going to bring back the fiddle tunes. I'm going to bring back the multi-tracking. I found a waltz here in this book. Oh, I lost the page. Okay, I got to find it again. I found another waltz in the Gordy Carnahan book that I wanted to play that was in 2 parts. Or I could play this one, September Sunshine. You know what? I think I may have played this one before. I think it's been a while. Let me just see. Hang on a second. I'm gonna try to play the first violin part. I'm just gonna see if this works. Oh yeah, I've played that one before. Okay, this one's in 2 parts. So let's do some multi-tracking again. Let me just close the Telemann Concerto bit, and here we go. I'm gonna record the first violin part now, and then we will play it back, and I will play the duet. Here we go. This one's not that fast, but it's fun. Okay, there's the first violin part. It's been recorded. And let's hit the second violin part with it now. Here we go. that one got a little bit messy partway through, but that's not too bad. That one's a tricky one. This is fun though. Maybe I'll just have to practice that one a little bit more. It did end up going pretty quickly. So, all right. Let's see if I can find that waltz that I lost before. I think it was. Oh, wait. Well, I mean, there's so many good waltzes in here. Let's do the Waltz of the Shining Mountains. Ooh, and this one has an Alberta. Oh, thanks, Leo and Sai. This one has an Alberta inspiration. The footnote on this one says, I put this tune together while on a trip to Calgary. And yeah, he wrote this one in 1982. So let me just close that. And you know what? I haven't played this one before. I'm just going to sight read the first line here and figure this waltz out here. Okay, I think I can sight read through that and record it, and then I'll play the duet. Okay. Now let's see if I can sight read the duet part while the first violin part plays. Oh, that was cool. That one went a lot better than September Sunshine. So there we go. Awesome. Oh, thanks there, Gish family. Alrighty. Yeah, I see more people popping in. So, hey, if you're just joining us, remember to hit that follow button. It helps me out a lot, actually. And stick around. We're about 15 to 20 minutes away from rating that Violin Chicks channel. And I just got the note from her 15 minutes ago that she's almost ready to start. So do stick around because she is absolutely fantastic. And if you can't stick around, I do have recommendations for other streamers on my Twitch page. She's one of them. You might also be interested in checking out that Violin Habit. She does a lot of pop and like movie and video game music covers. And the other one is the Doug Linist. He originally started as the Young Violinist, and he does his stream is very casual. It's mostly him just kind of messing around, practicing, and stuff like that, and playing like really complicated classical and romantic pieces of music. But he's only 16 years old, and he's like crazy good, like just like wow. So he's on earlier in the day. If you click on those links on my Twitch page and you go to their Twitch pages, you can usually find their streaming schedule, and you'll be able to check them out. And I'll have more recommendations as I do this more and as I network more on Twitch as well. Yeah, there's no shortage of good live music out there, and it's fun too doing it this way because you get to interact with the performers, with the chat and stuff like that. Some of them are much more experienced streamers. That Violin Chick's been doing it for like 3 years already, and she's got an entire system set up for requests and all sorts of stuff like that. So I'm building towards that eventually. It's mostly just a bit of fun, but yeah, so there we go. So stick around. We're only about 15 to 20 minutes away from her channel. Let's see. I'm going to play the Wasagaming Waltz. This is a Manitoba inspiration that he wrote. This waltz came about while I was holidaying at Clear Lake in Manitoba's Riding Mountain National Park. Wasagaming is the Indian word for Clear Lake. All right, I'm going to record this one too because this one's also in 2 parts. Okay, let's toss the second violin part in there. Yeah, these fiddle tunes from Gordy's book are pretty fun. I just realized when I was reading the footnote there, of course, he wrote this piece in 1981. And yeah, he made reference to Wasagaming as an Indian word, which now would not be considered politically correct. So I do apologize. A native Canadian word. There we go. So, All right. I'm going to pop back to, let's see, some Dvorak. This is a favorite, a lot of people's favorite, actually. Let me move my window back over here. There we go. The Humoresque by Dvorak. And this one stands pretty nicely on its own. There is a duet part that I have to dig up at some point because it's really, really cool when you play Humoresque with its duet part. For now, I will play first violin part, or sorry, the melody, a cappella. Here we go. Humoresque. I always enjoy playing that one too. Alrighty, just give me 1 second here. I am going to just open another Twitch window. I just need to monitor TVC's channel so that I can see once she pops online. Oh, where did she go? She's not online yet, so I just have to find her down the list. There we go. Okie dokie.
Associate?
Oops. There we go. Looks like her channel is hosting somebody else right now, so we'll just pause that. And I'll just turn off my desktop audio so that you guys don't hear my notifications. Let's see. Leo and Sai ask, can you play one of your favorite songs in the higher books of Suzuki, like book 6, 7, or 8? That is an awesome idea. Actually, I was planning on playing the Tambourine by Grétry. That's in book 8. Let me just get the book here. My book 8 stuff is no longer memorized, but it will be. It will be. This is one of the reasons why I am actually streaming and challenging myself to perform more, is so that I can get some of my repertoire re-memorized as well. Because as I tell my students, you definitely perform better from memory. I mean, you can use the music. It's not, terrible. But oftentimes you do perform better from memory, even when it's like musically and socially acceptable to use the music, like chamber music or orchestra. You do still play better if you have at least some of the music memorized. I remember a story that my old teacher would tell me about her old teacher, and he would play like chamber music and like sonatas, say, for example, which is usually one instrument with a piano or something like that. There's different combinations, but let's say piano and violin as an example. And before he went on stage, he would grab a random piece of music and put it on the music stand just to keep up appearances, because a sonata is chamber music, and so you can use the music. In fact, it's expected that you use the music, but you do still play better from memory. So he would memorize his sonatas, and he would take a random piece of music on stage just so that there was a book and a music stand out there, just to make it look like chamber music. So yes, I do intend, and as I perform more, and as you become more experienced as a performer, you definitely, commit to memory your repertoire list, and you're able to just kind of play almost anything out of your list at the drop of a hat. So, but for now, I'll use the music. Here is Tambourine by Grétry from Book 8. That's definitely probably my all-time favorite piece that made it into the Suzuki repertoire. Oh, thanks, Highlands. Thank you for popping in. It's great to have you here. Alrighty. Stick around, though, because like I said, we're a few minutes away from the start of the show at that Violin Chicks channel. So I'm going to play a few more pieces here, maybe do a little bit more chatting. I keep my microphone out of this headset mic out of the way here. There we go. Yeah, so we're coming to close to the end of my stream here, and I'm going to be rating that violin chick here in a few minutes. So I got to let her get set up first. My goal is to stream every Sunday at this time. Leon says, so cool. Can't wait for book 8. Yes, there is a lot of cool stuff in book 8. And you know what? Not all of it's all that difficult. Some of the pieces are tricky, and some of them are about the same difficulty level as stuff in book 5. The difficulty level as you're progressing through the Suzuki repertoire kind of starts to ebb and flow a little bit the higher you get. And it's less about training like super advanced techniques and more about training musicality and stuff like that. So, and then as you get beyond the Suzuki repertoire, there is just like almost no limit to the stuff that you can do. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm glad that is inspiring for you. So yeah, before I play my last two or three pieces here to wrap up, I just want to let everybody know that I'm going to be doing this every Sunday. I'm going to try to make my streams a regular occurrence at 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time on Sundays. And then I will probably toss it over to that violin chick who often starts her streams at 6 o'clock. On Sundays, but she streams a lot. Like she streams 6 days a week. So you'll have no problem finding her if you want to watch. You can also check out that Violin Habit and the Doug Linnist, and I'll have more recommendations for you as I get more experience with this myself. You'll also see my stream evolve as it's going as well. I'm looking forward to recording more stuff for you next week. I'm going to dig out that Nothing Else Matters. I'm gonna by Metallica. I gotta find the music for that. I'm gonna try to record those for next week. I'll Carrie's request there, and try to get back some of my rock music and see what else I can create or pre-record for backing tracks and stuff like that. More fiddle stuff as well. I think I've got a Star Wars book around here somewhere I gotta dig out. There's just gonna be so much fun that we're going to have, fun that I'm going to have exploring with you guys. And so I appreciate the follows. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Like I said before, if you haven't hit that follow button yet, please hit the follow button. It helps me out a big, and it doesn't cost you anything. So hit that follow button. And you'll be able to see more about this. So I'll start with my Sunday streams once a week, but I'll be adding from there. I've talked to other streamers about this, and I might do a little bit of an educational, kind of angle to this as well, where I'll do some performances, but I might stream during the week. I'm not going to start that yet, but I might stream during the week where I practice, and people can tune in and watch me practice and can ask questions and stuff like that, or see me do like my stream pre-preps. So when I'm ready to start those streams, I will let you guys know. But for now, tune in next Sunday again. I'll be back with some cool new stuff, and we're going to start from there. I'm going to see what else. Let's see. I'm going to play a couple shorter pieces here. Ooh. Here's a short, fun one, and my students know this one well, and they like the story behind this one too. This piece is a gavotte by Jean-Baptiste Lully. He met with a rather gruesome death, which my students absolutely always love hearing about. Lully was a French Baroque composer. Conductor. Well, composer too. He wrote music, but he was a conductor. And when he rehearsed his orchestra, he was so strict on timing. And back then they didn't have electronic metronomes. And you can't really hear a metronome when a whole orchestra is playing anyway. So he would stand there during rehearsals with a big metal pole, and he would strike the ground with this metal pole to keep time for the orchestra. Well, one fateful day, he accidentally stabbed himself in the foot with it. And, you have to remember, this was 300 years ago. There was no antibiotics and things like that. And so he ended up getting this blood infection, and it's what killed him. So, anyway, The Gavotte by Jean-Baptiste Lully. Yeah, a Bernie story. Oh, that was one of my old teachers. He had lots of very interesting stories. Some that my parents didn't always appreciate him telling. But what do you do sometimes? I remember the stories about him like hopping trains and stuff like that. I won't share too much of that because some of my students are in the chat too. But um, riding the rails. Oh man, what a guy. So, just bear with me for a second here. I'm just going to double check. I'm going to see if that violin chick is on yet. She is still not online yet. Looks like she's a little late getting started. So I'm going to keep playing a couple more pieces. Stick around. Stick around. All right. Let's see. Here is another gavotte. It is from an opera. This opera is called Mignon, and it is by Thomas. Fun and kind of cute. I love opera too. I of course right now during the pandemic I can't play in any operas. I usually do play at least one, maybe two operas every year, but no opera this year. So, but we'll see what's coming up. My rock concerts all got canceled too, but that's why I'm going to try to do some rocking out for you guys on stream. Slowly but surely, I'll get my rock repertoire built up for myself and not just for a big orchestra. Alrighty, let me pull out another. So Leo and Sai, if you're still in the chat, I'm going to play something from Book 7. This is a minuet by Mozart. right, let's just have another quick look here. Is TVC ready to start? I got a notification that she might be ready to start. Let's just let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Yeah. She's got her start screen on. It's got a countdown on it. Looks like she's going to be starting in 7 minutes. Minus, it's counting down. So, I'm going to take the rest of my audience. I know some of you have, some people have left, but that's okay. I'm going to take the rest of you and raid her channel. And once again, thank you for joining me. I will be back next Sunday at 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Again, hit that follow button, and I will see you next week. Let's raid. Oh, interesting. It's not letting me raid yet. I wonder if her start screen needs to disappear. Her start screen might need to disappear first. That might be a thing. Actually, let's see. Maybe I can do this manually. Yes, I can do it manually. Cool. Okay, so hers counting down. She's about 5 minutes away. If you're going to stick around to watch her, she is absolutely amazing. If not, you can catch her another night. But here we go. I'm starting the raid, and I will see you next time.